Scarlet Devil or Scarlet Demon is the primary antagonist of the SCP franchise, and today I am going to scale him. The anti-narrative level threat had a physical entity from the Chinese branch, the Scarlet Demon, the now living embodiment of the negative and nihilistic aspects of narratives that seeks to burn all of it until there's nothing left, a void, perceived by all as a red thing, with an appearance worse than hell itself, and that projects its malice and darkness upon in-universe characters, making them avatars of its being. Chinese Branch Scp Cosmology is like an extended version of Joric and Capcut's cosmological model. Before scaling Scarlet Big Boy, let's first check the cosmology out, multiverse, which works on transfinite induction, something that goes beyond simple infinity and caps at uncountable infinity. The multiverse follows the pattern of transfinite recursion, a process by which a linear ordering could be extended beyond the simple infinity of 1, 2, 3. First an infinite chain of universes, then 2, then 3, then an infinite chain of infinite chains, then 2, then 3. Then repeat. Each time there are as many of the last thing as there are numbers. Repeat again. In the end, each universe had a place in an order that was as deep as mathematically possible. Multiverse, which scales to even beyond uncountable infinities and caps at replaceable, uncountable infinities. 5D is in all its space. The fifth reality is so immense that it is literally measured in sets of infinities, essentially making up the entire infinite hierarchy of all its ideas. There are many statements which suggest that verse deals with different sets of infinities. The noosphere is the realm of Platonic ideas which transcends and manipulates all of the physical world, with it being merely a shadow of itself, as this includes an essentially arbitrary number of space and time dimensions. Noosphere statements can scale it to the range of inaccessible cardinal. There is sixth reality above fifth reality, which scales higher than the fifth reality. There is proven working model of Type 4 multiverse. Every universe is described by different mathematical structures and set theories. There are numberless layers of existence and layers of reality beyond the extensions of them. They go beyond an accessible cardinal. The semi-sphere includes the very logic behind mathematics and the information of the noosphere. It easily manipulates the system of logic behind the noosphere. This allows it to essentially jump the hierarchy of the noosphere. Everything here is just part of one layer of a narrative of SCP. There are possibly infinite layers, realities before alpha layer. The Cantor's ordinal are proven to exist here. Above the alpha layer are infinite realities, or in this case narratives, which reach to weakly compact cardinal. English branch, cosmology, and fear. Now it's time for the extension part. After reaching the peak of the English branch, we finally come across Universe Prime, a universe domain in which places description states that it is an abstract, infinite consciousness that lacks any narrative dimensions, the very thing that defines the narrative stack. This means that it would transcend the very stack. It possesses infinite narrative energy, which it then distributes to all lower universes. As a result of its existence, no lower universe can ever interact with it or even comprehend what is going in it. It is also completely unmovable in its plot and fate, being unable to be changed at all. And it is also unique, as any other universe existing on its level would fuse completely with it. Universe Prime can be scaled up to indescribable cardinal. Beyond Universe Prime lies a location beyond mathematical infinity, which ranges from absolute infinity to ultimate L conjecture. And above all else is a domain that exists beyond the set notions of even the foundation's mathematical theories of an infinite hall containing an endless number of narrative stacks, universe primes. Each narrative ladder would have to traverse the one below it infinitely and also view it as fiction. The superstructure would contain countless degrees hierarchies, with each one transcending the next, like how a high 1A hierarchy transcends a 1A hierarchy and having their own infinite reality fiction layers, that of which is only the essence of the state. The level we currently are at reaches extended modal realism, and not a joke version of it, but an actual proven extended modal realism, and not just vague statements like in some of the verses. Platonic concepts and other volatile and abstract concepts in a hierarchy, tons of other planes which I might have missed, and after all this we reach the tree of knowledge. At this point there is no need to go any further, as at this point we are already beyond Turing's system, and even after that the verse still keeps on expanding with more and more concepts, theories, and layers even further beyond the scaling system. For example, more description about the tree of knowledge, Cantor's upper attic, which provides information about all the types of Berkeley and Reinhardt cardinals. Therefore, the entire large cardinal hierarchy falls under it. Characters able to affect, destroy, or transcend the tree of knowledge, super tree of knowledge, beings higher in the narratives and hierarchy, the true upper narrators, gods, true evil and good, the true God, and many other information providing strong evidences to prove the SCP versus grand cosmology. The verse is so strong that humans are able to deal with impossible mathematical models and are in a race with multiversal level civilizations. So now let's get to the scaling of Scarlet Demon, as Scarlet Demon is nearly at third spot in the entire grand cosmology of the verse, only behind to the true gods of the verse, and being threat to the entire verse. Scarlet Demon absolutely shatters the scaling system. He is easily beyond infinite layers into boundless and also the tiering system altogether. Bro is nuts.